G'day and welcome to Do It Yourself with Josh Wade. My name's Josh Wade and this is a show where we don't give advice, but we put our 2 cents into some of the stuff that you guys are asking us. If you want to ask a question, please join our private Facebook group. All you have to do is donate to our Patreon, a couple of bucks a month. We appreciate it. It helps us create the show, do the podcast, travel about. Patreon.com/Josh Wade. We do a live stream every week. So join that. And if you can't do that, that's okay. Just simply fucking tell your friends or follow me on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. But just help us get the show out there. We're looking for a bit of karma currency here. We want to give you guys some fucking value if we can with our experiences or, looking at things from a different perspective. And hopefully, in reverse, you guys can do that. But anyway, welcome to the show. Connor, you've got a few questions for us today. Let's fucking take a look.
Alrighty. Taylor wants to know weight loss advice. How did you lose 30 kilos?
How did I lose 30? Well, okay, if you haven't noticed, I have constantly, over the last few years, fluctuated with my weight. So a bit of a backstory. Growing up, I didn't eat. My parents thought I had fucking bulimia or I was anorexic or something like that. I got teased quite a bit for being quite thin growing up. Oh, the dog's just had a shower. So it just sounds like someone slapping their fanny flaps, really.
Basically.
But yeah, I had a lot of anxiety growing up, so I was just never hungry, didn't eat. But then I started taking these antidepressants and I wasn't anxious anymore. And, already they fuck with your hormones a bit. They fuck with a lot of stuff. So I just ended up ballooning out of weight. I'm off them now. So obviously medication is one thing. Look at some of the medication that you're taking. Obviously I'm not telling you to get off the medication to get skinny, but essentially, I just lost the weight. I made a decision last year. I remember coming home from tour, looking at myself in one of these big mirrors here and going, holy shit, I need to change. I feel like shit and I think I look like shit. And if I keep going, it's not going to be very good. So all I started to do was I started going to the gym every day, going for a walk, eating better, eating much healthier, and just counting what I was eating. It's super simple, really, when you look at it. It's not rocket science. It's just eat less food and put more energy out. So your body has to eat the fat away. You have to be in a calorie deficit the whole time. I'm not saying starve yourself, but just look at what you're eating and go, do I need all that rice? Do I need to eat bread? Do I need all these different things? You can survive without that. Sugar is another big thing, getting off diet drinks. I don't know, do you drink soft drink much?
No, I stopped. I stopped doing it. I haven't had a soft drink for 6 months.
Oh wow, good on you. Yeah, I used to be really hooked on Coke Zero and stuff like that.
Yep, Pepsi.
Yeah, Pepsi. I see a lot of people I've been to friends' places and they'll have a fridge that's the Pepsi fucking fridge. There's probably someone watching this now laughing because in their fridge they've just got a row of Pepsi Max.
Yep.
It's always Pepsi Max. I think it has something to do with the aspartame in it, or there's something that's addictive in it. But do you drink soda water?
No, I don't.
No, I don't mind soda water sometimes if I feel like a soft drink, but I try and stay away from it. Diet soft drinks, get the fuck off that first, go for a run, try and go to the gym and get up every day. And if you can get past the first 2 or 3 weeks, you will notice a difference. And by that point, you'll be hooked. You'll be absolutely hooked. I mean, you go to the gym now.
Yeah, I go to the gym,
Yeah, and did you notice a difference?
Yeah, a couple of weeks, yeah. And
physical and mental?
Mental, yeah, as well, yeah. Definitely.
I mean, the best part of it, I like to go to the gym only because I feel like I need to, mentally, I need to exert some energy and get my fucking endorphins going. But the bonus in that is you lose a bit of weight and you start to be more confident because you feel more physically, better, I guess. And I don't think, I'm all for the body positivity stuff. This is going to trigger some people, but I'm all for feeling, comfortable in your own body and who you are. But I also think we shouldn't be diluting the fact that, if you are, severely overweight and you're not eating the right things, that you will get diabetes or you will, I was seeing, problems with my own health when I'd put on weight. So I can't imagine how much worse it would get. There's another fucking car going past every time. This is why we're trying to raise money on Patreon, because I want a fucking studio. Otherwise, very soon, there's going to be a fucking... I'm not even going to go there. It's a conspiracy. Anyway, I think we shouldn't delude that either. I think there's, eat healthy, exercise, you'll get there. Connor, what's the next question?
Stephen wants to know, how did you stop smoking so much?
Weed or
Weed,
just... Well, it was a slow process and it was a hard process. I remember I had made the decision. I was basically forced into the decision because I'd got to a point where I was smoking so much and I was taking antidepressants, I was drinking alcohol, I had mixed a cocktail of stuff, And I was living overseas where I had no family, no friends, nothing at all. I was lost in a world, and I was using cannabis to fulfill, oh, for fuck's sake, seriously, some cunt's going to get it soon. Now there's an ambulance going past. I don't know if you can you hear that?
Yeah, you can hear it very vaguely. Very vaguely.
All right, well, they're preparing for me to go beat the shit out of whoever's fucking on the bike down there. But anyway, I digress. I was smoking a lot of weed, trying to fulfill a void somewhere. And eventually just had this fucking one day where it all just clicked. I had a fucking breakdown. I thought I wanted to kill myself. I was just like in a place where I was like, I mean, I wasn't going to kill myself, but I was just like, fuck this. You know, life was never what I thought it was going to be. It was a shattering of my reality. And I realised, okay, everyone has been telling me to get off the weed. Clearly, this is not helping me. I'm self-medicating and I need to get off it. So I needed to have, personally for me, I needed to have a really massive moment like that where I had to stop and you know, have an overwhelming experience to change. But I basically went from smoking, you know, 4 or 5 bongs straight up in the morning and having a can of mother to going, all right, I've got to cut it back to maybe 2 in the morning, 2 at midday, 2 before I go to bed. And I did that, and that was sort of tough. And then I did that for a week, and then it became 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 at night time. Then it became 1 in the morning, 1 at night time, and then it just became nighttime or morning, and I could choose. And in that time, I mean, I go to bed and I was profusely sweating. And what I was lucky about was I was also, because I was mixing it with tobacco, which makes it even more addictive, obviously, because you've got the nicotine and that. So I think that's where a lot of the sweats, the bad dreams came from. But I was essentially getting off cigarettes at the same time. I'd never really smoked cigarettes, but I'd always mix it with my weed. And it was a journey of like 3-4 months. Do you ever go to the gym and like you're looking in the mirror as like maybe you might be doing squats or something that's exerting a lot of like energy, and you're looking at yourself in the face, you're going, I need to like get through this. Like this is just a physical brain fuck.
Yep.
That's what it was like, that there were times where I'd just be sitting there like, I am so addicted to this that I would do anything right now to pick up the bong and smoke it. And I'd be having a mental fight in my head that was excruciating to not pick it up and not doing it. And it was just taking it every day at a time. And then making sure after that I clearly must have an addictive personality, that I don't replace it with something that's just as detrimental. So again, exercise and the gym and that all coming into it, that's where that came into it. It was like, all right, that's a much better addiction to have, is, you know, training and getting better. And I keep saying it. I mean, I've lost a lot of weight, but I'm going to be the fucking Will Sparks of this shit. I'm going to be ripped as fuck, maybe, naturally. And, yeah, going to wear some wacky shit. But anyway, Connor.
Last question. How often do you continue to reevaluate your goals?
Constantly, every day it changes, because every day, like for me, and I don't know about you, but for me, I have like milestones that I want to reach. And then as soon as I go, oh, I'm about to reach it, I come up with the next idea for the milestone. And by the time I've reached my last milestone, I'm not celebrating it because I'm thinking about what I've got to get to next. So it's constantly looking at the next step before getting there, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
So yeah, it's constantly like, I know what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, but I still don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Like, I take every day as it is, and I suppose it's the same whether with addiction or whatever. There's a constant theme in my life of going, all right, I have an idea of where I want to be in this universe that I'm at, and these things that I want to take and have, and but I have to assess it every day as, all right, I'm feeling this way, so I need to approach it this, you know, in this direction, other than going, you know, I'm not someone that could write a fucking daily plan. I've tried to go, this is the 1, 2, 2, you know, 1, 2, 2, 2. I can't count, so there's that. But I can't have a daily list of things to do. It just has to happen naturally for me, and that can be detrimental sometimes, but that's just how I work best. How do you work best? You're quite a linear person, I feel, where you go like, I've got, these are the things that I need to do, and you...
Yeah, I do that, yeah. I mean, it's probably a bit of both, but yeah, I definitely, like, there'll be times where I like have to write a list of things to do, especially because like there's a few different things going on. But yeah, I mean, I'm sort of the same. Like, by the time I've achieved something, I've sort of, it doesn't affect me anymore, like, because I'm already thinking about the next thing.
Yeah.
So, and I think that surprises some people. They go, oh, why aren't you celebrating this more? And it's sort of like, oh, it's just...
not there yet.
You know?
I think that's what I'm very happy about, or what lucky I think I have, because I think the problem with some people And I've experienced it, I've done it before, I've celebrated too early and then...
Yeah, same.
And then it's over. It's like, oh, shit, that didn't mean anything. I got to keep going. Like, this doesn't last forever. Yeah, so I think I'll never be happy. I mean, I could fucking have every single dream come true. I could win an Oscar, which used to be, or host the Oscars. That was one of my dreams, and I don't know if it still is, but it definitely, you know, if they offered it, I'd fucking do it. But I could do that and then wake up the next morning and go, all right, now what? Not even that, I'd be preparing my next step before I'd even hosted it, you know? So never be content with what you want to do and constantly just keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep raising the bar for yourself, because if you don't raise the bar for yourself, no one else is going to do it, and then you just end up sort of, you know, where you set your own bar. And whether that's, you know, wherever you're happy setting that bar as well. You know, if you want to set the bar at, I just want a, you know, full-time job and I want to be happy and content and be able to pay enough for my rent and go out and whatever. But don't fucking complain about, you know, external things or not getting what you want because you didn't put in the fucking hard work. Life's a hustle. It really is. You just got to keep fucking sucking it up. Is that it?
That's 3, yep.
That's 3. Guys, thanks for watching Do It Yourself with Josh Wade. The main theme of the show, do it yourself. If you've got an idea for anything at all, whether that's business, whether that's just something you want to achieve today, don't look at outside sources. Don't blame anyone else. This life is yours and it's fucking up to you to do it. This is our 2 cents. You're watching Do It Yourself with Josh Wade. I'm Josh Wade and I'll see you next week. Subscribe.